It's our Forex blog for Friday, July 31st, 2015. And I'm not exactly sure if we're going to be releasing a new version. If we do, it'll be 5.034. The reason for that is I just upgraded some of my machines to Windows 10. The software runs fine, but I want to back test it and test all the features and make sure everything's working. I also didn't spend a whole lot of time on Thursday and Friday working on systems, trying to get Windows 10 installed. On one machine it was flawless, and another one it was just almost impossible. I had to buy a separate hard drive and install separately on a separate drive. So I'm going to be moving programs over and making sure that the same signals that show up on my Windows 8.1 also show up on Windows 10, and I'm going to test that a couple days. And also on top of that, it's up to 2,400 patterns, and I'm having trouble compiling a release version because of lack of memory. So I have to split the trading system into multiple files so it can compile. And I also have to make sure that not only does it compile, but everything works perfect and the same exact trades happen. So anyway, here's a quick blog showing Friday's trading activity. Here's the euro dollar. It was up way too much. As you can, if I zoom out, you can see it's up a tremendous amount, and it started to break down, and this was a sell near a fib level and a resistance area once the uptrend had been notified as a downtrend. And earlier in the day it had a nice little rectangle pattern breakout right here, which was good for a decent number of pips. And let's go back and look on Thursday, or even Wednesday and Thursday. A lot of good trades. Here is the pound. Pound did unbelievable on Friday. I wish I had more time to actually work on the system versus just trying to get Windows 10 installed, but it was just outstanding in the pound. Let's scroll and look at and see how it did on Thursday. Small trade there. That was it. Only one on Thursday. Wednesday had a few small trades. Loss here, which got it back in the next trade. Here's the euro yen. I think there was a good trade in this on Friday. Yeah, very strong trend, and it makes a new high for the day. Very explosive profit on that one. Dollar Swiss. I think there's a few good trades in this one on Friday. So decent profit here. It's always good to look to sell between the 50 and 62% retracement. Huge profit on that one. And then once the trend had switched momentum back up, it buys this first pullback. And as you can see, we missed quite a few decent moves, but the goal is to try to have as high a winning percentage as possible and have wins that are 2 or 3 times bigger than losses, and you have to be pretty selective. If I was manually trading, I would have definitely looked to sell this double top right here. Missed that trade. Previous day there's none at all in the dollar yen. Pretty explosive move down right there. And I'm just going to briefly showcase the Excel file of the stats. And this is after the day's over, after I fix some patterns, and after I add some new patterns in there. Thursday and Friday I spent very little time working on the system, so Friday's result is outstanding considering that. 511 pips, 76% winning, and huge average win versus average loss. I like it to be 2 times bigger win than loss. 2.5 times great, and this is almost 6 times bigger win than loss. Thursday, not so good, 172 pips, 60% winning, but average win, over 2 times bigger than the loss. I'm happy with that, and most of the losses are pretty small if you look at it. The majority of the losses are 3 pips averaging. Wednesday, pretty decent day, 81%, 318 pips, and again, pretty much 5 times bigger win than loss. And then Tuesday, 383 pips, 76% winning, and again, decent wins compared to loss. I like the average win to be somewhere between 16 to 18 pips. So anything over that I'm pretty happy with. The Friday's 28 pips is an outlier. You're not going to see that too often. It's going to usually be average as low as 14 to as high as 20 most days. This is also extremely good. And then on Sunday, Monday, 451 pips, which is outstanding. Usually Sunday, Monday does no better than 250 max. So this was an outstanding day on Sunday, Monday. Huge win percentage, and again for over, closer to 5 times plus bigger win the loss. So again, these stats are at the end of the day. I will fix sometimes 3 to 8 older patterns. There's up to 2,400 in the system now, and I also will add 5 or 10 new patterns. So these results are after the fact. This is how I keep the stats. And when I'm trading, if I have a streak of 2 or 3 losses, I tend to increase my bet size because I know that historically the win percentage is decent, and even more importantly than that, the wins tend to be 2 to 3 times bigger than the losses. So if you're down 30 pips and you bet a little bit bigger and you get let's say a 15 pip profit on double your normal trade size, well, guess what? You're back to even on one trade, even if it took 3 or 4 or 5 losing trades to be down 30 pips. And that's what I like about the system that I've designed. And we have tons of other tools in there for manual trading, including our currency indexes, currency meter, and a lot of our statistical tools, our containment bands, and tons of ways of finding the best trades to be in.